In this project, I try to solve the vehicle make, model, and color recognition problem, aka MMCR problem. Specifically, MMCR can be widely adopted by traffic control department to gather statistical traffic and track suspicious vehicles. Also, it can benefit common users who want to retrieve information of a car in the street by just taking a photo without knowing the car in advance. I use the Stanford Vehicle Datasite, which is free to download online. It contains more than 16,000 pictures from 196 classes, and the data has already shuffled to train set and test set. Also, I use deep learning to solve this problem. The input of the system would be a RGB image, and the output would be a description to identify the make, model, and color of the car in the image. There are three key components in my system. First is YOLO, which will locate the car in the image and then output the cropped version of the image. This will help to remove unnecessary noise from the car. Second component is color recognition. Since color classification can be separated from make and model recognition, and it doesn't help much for make and model recognition. So I separate to use another CNN to learn and classify the color. So the most important component in the network is how to recognize make and model. To mitigate the time constraint on me, I tested multiple networks, including some simple networks such as logistic regression, one-layer convolutional network, and two layers convolutional network as a baseline, and multiple complex models such as VGG, ResNet, SqueezeNet, Inception, RaceNet, and MobileNet. So here I use transfer learning to help accelerate my pace. I downloaded ImageNet with for the network, and I freeze the whole network, and I add two extra blocks at the end of each network. So each block contains three layers, one flattened layer, one batch normalization layer, and one dropout layer. Then I only train the last two blocks. Based on the experiments, all of the baseline models didn't learn well. They are either not sophisticated to learn the network, or they cannot handle overfitting well. I also use data augmentation technique to remedy the insufficiency of my data. Last, I found VGG model performed the best, so I further tuned this network with different hyperparameters and a lot more iterations to get a better accuracy. At the end, I use this mature model to predict the test site, and I finally get 79% accuracy. And I also check the images which are wrongly labeled. I found they either have very bad quality, or they have very similar appearance with the error labeled car. So which means it's even difficulty to distinguish these images even for human beings. In the future, I prefer to collect more data to mitigate the overfitting and test more models such as GoogleNet to pursue a better accuracy. Meanwhile, I'd like to insert some self-defined layers in the middle of other mature networks and retrain the whole network. I believe I will have more interesting findings. Last but not least, I do appreciate CS230 staff for their dedicated work to make this class successful. Especially, I would thank to my mentor Taji Taxi, who contributes a lot of advices to help me finish this project. Thank you all.